Good afternoon, everyone. It's Ann Katzoff of Ask Design. Welcome to today's tutorial, which is benefits of using WordPress categories and tags. Categories and tags are significant organizational features for your WordPress site. Using them enhances the ability of users and search engines to find your content. Once people find your content, categories and tags help them further discover related material on your site. So in this tutorial, we'll dive deeper into their similarities and differences. Categories and tags are default WordPress taxonomies that add structure to a WordPress site. The official description is this. Taxonomies are the method of classifying content and data in WordPress. When you use a taxonomy, you're grouping similar things together. Categories are the general subjects you use repeatedly over time, while tags are the more descriptive labels specific to a particular post. You can create subcategories, but there's no such hierarchy with tags. I often use this analogy of your home. Category is your home. Subcategory could be a room in your home. And tags are the different pieces of furniture in your home. The main categories I use on my blog are art, graphic design, inspiration, process, software tips, teaching, typography, and web design. In fact, WordPress is a subcategory of web design. These are the topics I write about most often. I've used many more tags, but the common ones include Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, Adobe Photoshop, CSS, HTML, ArtShow, Clipping Path, On Plain Air, Environment, Gutenberg, etc. Let's talk now about how to use categories and tags. You need to log into your WordPress administrative dashboard in order to do any of the following tasks that we're about to dive into. There are 3 ways that I know of to add categories and tags. The first way is to go to the posts categories section of the site. So in your left sidebar, look for the posts section right underneath dashboard and click on categories. You'll get this screen. And this is good for when you want to add a bunch of categories or tags at the same time. So we'll go and fill in the name here. Example category. You don't even need to fill in the slug. WordPress will do it for you. Generally, there's no parent category, but if you want to choose one, click on that drop-down menu and choose from any other categories that you've already created. And if you want, you can add a description. But otherwise, it's pretty simple. You just add the name and then click on the button, Add New Category. The procedure is pretty much the same for categories and tags, except tags do not have any kind of parent tags. So go to Posts, and instead of categories, you go to the Tags section, and you just add the name of your tag. No need to do the slug. No need to do a description. Just click on Add New Tag. A second way to add categories or tags is from within the post itself. So here I'm already inside an existing post. I'm simply going to edit it. I've gone to the list first, found it, click on Edit. And off on the right-hand sidebar, you can search the categories scrolling down that way, or you can type something in and then add new category select a parent or not, and then click the Add New Category button. For tags, each tag is separated with either a comma or the Enter key. So new tag 1, comma, new tag 2, comma. And if you decide, oh, I don't really want those tags, I've changed my mind, you click on the X. But when you feel like you're finished, don't forget to click the Update button. The third way to add categories and or tags is using the Quick Edit button. This is visible on the page where you go for viewing all of your posts. And you can see all of them here. If I hover over any of these, a submenu appears. Edit, Quick Edit, Trash, and View. So let's do a quick edit. And it's here where you can select the categories. And you can also add tags, just like we did in the post itself. Okay. And you just select and delete them if you change your mind. And also, when you're done, click that Update button. If you're just playing around like we are, click the Cancel button. WordPress sets a default category for you, and it's called uncategorized, which is pretty ironic because that's very generic and non-descriptive and not search engine friendly. So I recommend changing it to something you use pretty frequently. My default category is graphic design. So whenever I begin a new post, that will be the pre-selected category for it. To change the default category, let's go to Settings. In the sidebar, look for Settings. Hover over that and look for Writing. And here's where you set the default category. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to change it to graphic design and then click Save Changes button. Okay. Oops. Let's make sure we really want this. Maybe you made a mistake. You want to go back to something else. Change it. Save changes. Okay, let's talk a little bit about best practices. Generally, you should try to assign only one category to an individual post. Occasionally, you will find it useful to assign a second category, and that is okay. It's perfectly reasonable to use multiple tags for a single post, but don't overdo it. I'm thinking the magic number is 10 or a little less. All of the tags, obviously, should be related to the content. It's also a good idea to use a label for either a category or a tag, but not both. Duplicating the label may actually confuse users and search engines, and it would also negatively affect the SEO, search engine optimization, of your site. To sum up, let's go over the key benefits of using categories and tags. First, similar content is grouped. In fact, you could create a page that displays a certain category or tag. For example, on my site, I have specific pages that are for graphic design and web design. And here I'll show you the graphic design page. So all the graphic design content is easy for users to find. And the label shows up there on my site. Another benefit is that it makes content easier for users to find. It helps users find related content and improves their overall experience on the website, and it strengthens SEO.